My name is Rosh, and this is She Rewrites, a channel where I am essentially rebuilding my life after a lot of really awful things happened to me in the span of a year. So, um, I've had a few people ask about a story time, so I thought I'd do a story time and tell you what exactly has happened in the last 8 months, and what I'm doing now, how I'm surviving, what's coming up, my plans, that kind of thing. So, hello. It's been a while. Let's get comfy, have a drink, and let's talk about what's going on in my life. Um, let's talk about what's going on. I'm going to apologize in advance if you hear mowing or birds in the background because the birds just really like to be involved. And whenever people are talking in this room, they need to be there too. Um, so, okay, when did I last post? I think it was August 2025. That sounds right. So, after August, I so it's been a hard few months. I suffered a really severe period of burnout just between financial stress and caregiving, and I had to take a medical leave from work. I took leave for I think it was 5 months and went back in March, and then I was just let go at the end of April. So I am currently unemployed. I'm looking for another full time job. I do still have my part time job, and I'm doing some other seasonal contract work. And the biggest blessing right now is that I live with my parents. So that means that I do pay them rent, but my bills are significantly lower than if we lived on our own, which is why I'm so chill about this. If we lived on our own, me and the kids, I would be freaking out. But I do have a little bit of leeway, a little bit of space, a little bit of help, and I am so, so grateful for that because I could not do it without my parents. Um, yeah, so I was on medical leave in November, and in January, my former partner passed away. And while I was kind of recovering, then I took another downhill, quick, very, while I was recovering, that kind of set me back quite significantly. So I extended my leave. I didn't go back until March. Um, and I have been on this journey of mental health, healing, trying to learn about myself. This is the first time in a very, very long time where I haven't had a partner, where I'm kind of discovering in my 30s, what kind of person I am, what kind of things I enjoy doing, who I am, my personality. It's a very interesting period of rebuilding identity, and I don't know where I'm going with it, but that's why I have set all these goals for myself, 35 goals before I turn 35, which is in about 2.5 years. um, Apparently I'm bad at math because I think in my last video in August I said it was 2.5 years, but that would have just brought me, that was, I think, not correct. Maybe it is. I don't know. I'm 33 now, so maybe you can do that math. But I, yeah, I am just bopping through life. I have started a writing project about the first year of grief. It's a weekly essay series where I kind of talk about that week, what it feels like, the emotions, the thoughts, the feelings, you know, I'm not going to say the 5 stages because there aren't 5 stages to grief. There's way more than that. The complicated feelings that I have as a former caregiver, disenfranchised grief, and just a whole bunch of things like that. And then I'm also working on my thesis for my master's degree, which I was on leave from January of last year until now. Um, and I am doing my thesis is an audio, no, my thesis is looking at caregiver burnout and disenfranchised grief as symptoms of systemic societal failure. So basically, I'm looking at why did I feel the way I was? Why was I let down by so many organizations? Why was there no support? Um, what does that say about us as a society, and what's that say about the systems that exist in our world and why they are failing so many people? Because I'm not the only person who's felt like this. I'm not the only person who's dealt with this, and it feels like there should be more help, and there isn't. So that's my thesis. I'm also applying for PhD programs. In starting in September is when I'll start my applications. I'm targeting 3 programs in Western Canada, hoping I get into at least one. I've started sending out emails to professors to be like, "Hey, I want to be your student. Are you taking students?" Um, I've got the letters of reference sorted out. I've started the personal statement and the research statement. So like, I'm trucking. This time off is going to help, I think, with getting some of that done. Um, I am also just like spending a lot of time in nature. I've been going for a lot of long walks. I try to get like 10,000 steps a day. I'm playing The Walk. I don't know if you've ever heard of this game, but like you're on this 500-mile walk from Inverness to Edinburgh, and like it's an end of the world kind of scenario. It's like a spy thriller. It's really fun. I really am enjoying it. Listening to a lot of podcasts, doing a lot of writing, doing a lot of reading. I joined a book club. Really enjoying that. It's a great like it's like just for ladies. We read romantasy. It's amazing. If you want to see book reviews, let me know because some of these books are really really bad. Um, I'm trying to think of what else. I don't know if there's anything else you guys want to know. If you do, leave a comment. I'll address it in the next video. Now that I have time again to make videos, I'm really excited. I will be doing a debt update because the debt situation has both gotten better and worse, because that's my life right now. I will also make like a budget, especially like because I'll be on unemployment benefits, like what that looks like, how I'm budgeting that money, how I'm figuring out what to pay, what I'm prioritizing, and just like figuring it out. It's life is a roller coaster, isn't it? I am absolutely an example of life being a roller coaster. There are a lot of good parts. There have been years that have been really, really good, but I have had just the worst year. And I'm hoping, because I truly believe bad things come in threes, I am hoping that I'm done with all the bad things and now like the universe is going to give me some good, like I'm manifesting an awesome job, I'm manifesting financial stability, I'm manifesting like all of this stuff. So follow along, I guess. I am going to be posting like daily kind of daily shorts, daily reels on kind of my day of unemployment basically. Like I've posted 2 so far, like day 1 and day 2, just to like show people that yeah, being unemployed sucks, but there are things you can do. You can still live your life. You don't have to hide away at home. um I know that this job loss was not my fault, and so I'm taking it better than I think a lot of people would, because I know it has nothing to do with me. So my confidence is not shaken. I am fully confident I'll find a new job. I also have my consulting business, so I'm going to try and pick up more consulting clients, more work that way if I can. I do social impact consulting, bookkeeping, general administration, that kind of thing. And then between that and my part-time job and my seasonal work and I think I'll be okay for now. I'm hopeful. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Like I said, if you have any questions, just feel free to ask, like down below. I will try and answer all of the comments as I get to them. And then I am going to go finish doing some cooking. I'm working at my part-time job tonight, so it's going to be busy. And I hope you follow along on this journey of rebuilding, relearning, growing as a person, budgeting, debt repayment. I still have a lot of debt I want to pay down. So, yeah, we're going to get through it. Stay tuned. Thanks for watching, and I will see you very, very soon.